Hello students, I welcome you all on the online study platform of Sri Academy. Students, from today I am starting your textbook Beehive. And friends, in this video lecture, I'll discuss the very first poem, The Road Not Taken. Who is the writer of the poem? Robert Frost. Here I'll brief about the writer. I'll tell you something about the writer and what is the period of Robert Lee Frost? 1874 to 1963. And Robert Lee Frost was an American poet and dramatist known for his realistic depiction of rural life and his command for American colloquial speech. Frost frequently wrote about the settings from rural life in the early 20th century. In his works, he tried to explore complex social and philosophical themes. Means, in Robert Frost's poem, you will find very simple, very common settings of rural life. Means, ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों का ज़्यादा वर्णन होता है इनकी कविताओं में, प्राकृतिक दृश्यों का, सिंपल लाइफ्स का ये यूज़ करते हैं अपने पोएम्स में. मीन्स he depicts the very rural and very simple lives in his poems, and he is also trying to explore complex social and philosophical themes about the poem, as this very poem is also a philosophical and complex poem, but its language is very easy, so you will easily understand about the poem. And one most interesting fact about Robert Frost, that Robert Frost is the only poet who received 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry. This is Pulitzer Prize. It is given for poetry, and Robert Frost is the only one who 4 times won this award, this Pulitzer Prize. Now come towards the poem. See, here is the symbol, 2 paths. A person stands over a trisjunction, means where 2 paths are crossing each other. One goes towards the left, next is towards the right, and he has to choose one. And this is the theme of your poem. It will see. I move towards the next, and this is the very first stanza of the poem. Your poem is divided into 4 stanzas. 4 stanzas of 5 lines. Means each stanza have 5 lines. What is stanza? Stanza is the division of poem. Means it's a segment of poem. And how many stanzas in this poem? The Road Not Taken. It has 4 stanzas, and each stanzas consists 5 lines. So move towards the lines of the poem. See, the roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Means, what is the meaning of the stanza? The true road diverged. What is the meaning of diverged? Diverged means divided, where the 2 roads divided. Yellow wood means wood refers for forest, and yellow wood means it represents the time of autumn season where leaves are yellow. And the roads diverged in yellow wood means a road divided into 2 parts in a forest area. And what poet says in next line? And sorry I could not travel both. And poet says that he could not travel the both road in one time. He has made a choice to move on one path, to go through one path. Means next is left. And be one traveler. long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. Means, as a traveler, poet stood there and watched the both paths and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Means, पोएट तब तक देखता है जब तक कि रोड मुड़ नहीं जाती या उसकी दृष्टि से ओझल नहीं हो जाती. मीन्स जब तक नहीं दिखती तब तक वो दिखता रहता है. हियर अंडरग्रोथ मीन्स स्मॉल प्लांट्स और थॉर्नी बुशेस. मीन्स कटीली झाड़ियाँ, जंगलों में जो झाड़ियाँ होती हैं, थॉर्नी बुशेस, वहां तक पोएट देखता है उनको. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस स्टेंजा? टू रोड्स डाइवर्स्ड इन येलो वुड. हियर two roads refers for life. Road refers here, two road refers for two choices of life. Means you have to take one choice, you have to select, you have to go with one, and one has to be left. And this poem is talk about the left one. So the two roads diverged in yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. So poet is saying that here is two roads diverged in yellow wood. Means in forest area two roads are diverging, and he felt sorry that he could not travel both roads in single time. And one traveler long I stood, and be one traveler long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. And the poet stand as the girl is standing and watching over the paths and try to understand which path is the best for his life. Means which choice is best for his life. Poet is in the situation of what do, what not to do, what to do, what not to do. क्या करें और क्या ना करें किस सिचुएशन में है, किस पाथ को लें, which is the best one path. And in the further lines, and look down one as far as I could to where it bent in the underground. और तब तक वो देखता है जब तक कि रोड मुड़ नहीं जाती या जब तक उसकी दृष्टि से ओझल नहीं हो जाती. And now I move towards the next stanza. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had won them really about the same. Means then the poet start thinking which is the best road, and he chose one path as seen in the picture. See here, poet has choose this path, and this is left. This is the road not taken. This road is not taken. This road is taken by poet. So this is the title of the poem, this road not taken, and poet is talking about this road which is left from him, and this has taken by him, this choice he has made, and this is left. Every time in your life there is two choices and you have to make one choice. Like you are now in class 9th, whenever you go in class 11th you have many choices, you have to select one, which stream you opt for your study. If you are interested for science or commerce or arts, which stream you found best for yourself, and that will decide your life. That can be an important decision, so you have to make that decision wisely, as poet is doing. And what is the reason why poet has taken this part? So here he has given the reason: because it was grassy and unwanted wear. Means this road is grassy, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. Means this road is grassy, means only few people have tried this path, few people have taken this path, that's why it is still grassy. मीन्स इसमें की घास अभी तक बची हुई है, मीन्स यहाँ से बहुत कम लोग गुजरे हैं इस पाथ से. Okay, I move towards the next stanza. And both the morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. He is talking about the chosen path which he has taken. Why this grass is still gray, still green? Because very less feet are passed towards this road, and no, see here, no leaves, no leaves, no step had trodden black, means all leaves are still green, means very few people have passed towards this place, this road. Here, understand the meaning of this trodden black. Trodden black means, what is the meaning of trodden black? Means walked over or turned black, मीन्स इन पे से बहुत कम लोग गुजरे हैं, इन पत्तों पे, इन लीव्स पर से बहुत कम लोग गुजरे हैं, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज स्टिल ग्रीन. इन नेक्स्ट लाइन्स, ओ आई केप्ट द फर्स्ट फॉर अनदर डे. हियर पोएट इज सेइंग कि the left one road he will take some other day, and yet knowing how way leads on the way, I doubted if I should ever come back. And poet has also the doubt that if he get from the any chance in his life to come back and travel towards the next road, means he know that one path lead towards the next, means one path takes towards the next path, and he also thinks that it will impossible to come to the left one path, which means it is impossible to come on the left one chosen thing. In the fourth stanza, the poet is saying, I shall be telling this with a sigh. Sigh means, what is the meaning of sigh? Sigh means deep breathe. This sigh means deep breathe. It can be the breathe of peace, happiness, or it can be the breathe of sadness also. And somewhere, next line, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. Here, poet is trying to say that in his future, he'll tell that he has chosen the one that was not chosen by many people, means the poet has followed his inner will and not followed the crowd blindly, and only because of that he have a different personality, means that one wise decision made him a successful person. What he is today is only because of that decision which he made in his past. And what is the theme of the poem? The main theme of the poem, that the road is not taken, is that life is full of choices which will believe, which will define our destinies. The speaker spends a while, deliberates, when he comes to a fork in the road which symbolizes a choice he must make in his life. Ultimately he has to make decision, but he will spend the rest of his life haunted by or simply curious about what could have happened if choice that he made has made all that difference in his life. Whether this is for better or worse is ambiguous, means what the poet or what any other person makes his decision, his choices in his past, that makes their future. Means your decision, your today's decision will create your destiny. Means they are responsible for your better future. If you study today, it will decide that you are going to pass with 100 out of 100 marks in English or in any subject. If you if you take casual about your study, if you take casually your study, it will also decide that you will not get the good marks. So the choice, the decision made by a person should be rational, should be wise, because it is responsible for our future also. And as poet has said, in the third or second stanza, he can't come back towards the same position where he made the choices. That's in our life also. We can't change our decisions. Happens in past, makes in past. So it must be, our decision must be in rational way. I hope you will be clear about this poem. In short, what is the main theme of the poem? That whatever decision you will take today, whatever choice you made today, that should be wise, that should be rational, because only that will decide your future, that will responsible for your future. So made it wisely, made it with rational mind, made it with honesty. Okay students, I move towards the next. And I hope you will be clear about this. Now I come towards the literary devices. Literary devices come in the chapters. So first is alliteration. What is alliteration? The use of the same letter or sound at the beginning of words that are close together, as in the second stanza. See the second stanza? Wanted, where. See, these two consecutive words start with W sound. W is also a consonant sound. So this is alliteration, means where two consecutive words starts with the same sound, where W sound is used, same sound. So that is called alliteration. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem? As I told you earlier, the stanzas are of 5 lines. So what's the rhyme scheme? Now I come towards the stanzas and I will make you see how the rhyme scheme is. See, this wood, this wood is refers as A. This both is not rhymed with wood. They don't have the same voice. Produce wood and both, they don't have the same kind of sound. And produce stood with wood, stood, wood, could, these three have the same kind of sound, means a a. These three are A, means they have the same kind of sound, so I denote it with A. And this both is rhymed with growth. They produce both and growth, they have the same kind of sound. You will listen the same kind of sound while producing both and growth. So both is rhymed with growth, means the three lines, first line, third line, fourth line is rhymed with each other, and second line both is rhymed with last fifth line, growth. So what's the rhyme scheme of the poem? A B, this is B, A B A B, means rhyme scheme is A B A B. In all the stanzas it is the same rhyme scheme. Here see, fair, fair is rhymed with wear and dear. Produce fear, fair, wear, dear, they have the same kind of sound, while claim is rhymed with same, they have the same kind of sound. So what is the rhyme scheme of the poem? A B A B, This is the rhyme scheme of poem. In next stanza also this is, see, lay, day, way, and black is with back. In fourth stanza also, chai. Here is some difference. Sight. This stanza don't have the rhyme scheme as in three stanzas we have seen. And I move towards the next literary device, which is anaphora. What is anaphora? Two or more lines start with the same words. As in the first stanza, move towards the first stanza. See, the first three lines means the third line, fourth line, and the second line, third line, and fourth line is started with and. Yes, that's why they have anaphora. It means the two lines or more than two lines start with same word is called anaphora. So here which literary device is found? Anaphora. What is next is repetition. What is repetition? Repetition means repetition of words or sentences. So in the line, in the second stanza, it is ages, not in second stanza, but it's in fourth stanza. Ages and ages are repeated, means two words repeated here. And in the line means the very first line, the two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and you will found also in fourth stanza, the two roads diverged in a wood one. Here is repetition literary device. Symbol, here two symbols are used. Two roads represents choices in our life. What is it? The poet has used the symbol. Which symbol? Two roads. Two roads symbol poet has used. So this is the symbol of choices which we have every time. Whenever you are in any mood, any situation, you have two choices. First is right, that second can be wrong, or both can be right, or both can be wrong. So be aware of your choices and make it wisely. Next, see, this is the question paper, means this is the pattern of your examination. Although this is the paper of class 10th, but your pattern is also same. Means you will, in your examination, you will given a stanza like this, and these are the questions asked from the stanza, like who is the poet of the poem, what is the symbol used in the poem. So I have made you clear about all these things, about the poet, about the meaning of the stanzas, about the theme of the stanzas, about the literary devices. So be careful about all that and watch the video again and again and be clear about the poem. And if you have the question paper, try solving it. Next task for today, read the poem again and again as I say you. So if you don't have the book, go on the NCERT portal and download it and read it again and again, and note the poem in your copy also. Write the difficult words, try understanding, watch the video, and if you face any problem, comment in the comment box. And learn, next work is learn all the facts discussed in the videos as literary devices about poet, meaning of poem, and write the explanation of the poem. Take one stanza, explain it, take another stanza, explain it, and after completing this, write the summary of the whole poem, and also solve the exercises with the help of your book. Okay, this is all for today. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.